On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Prostitute.
A person, typically a woman, who engages in sexual activity in exchange for payment.
Examples:
Prostitute street. A male prostitute. She turned to prostitute to make ends meet.
Hallowed.
Considered holy or sacred, deserving of reverence or respect.
Examples:
Hallowed tradition. Hallowed memory. The church was considered a hallowed ground for the community, where their ancestors had worshipped for generations.
Seminary.
An educational institution, typically for the training of candidates for the priesthood or ministry, a school for higher learning.
Examples:
Theological seminary. College seminary. He enrolled in the seminary to study theology and become a minister.
Preach.
To deliver a religious or moral message to an audience.
Examples:
Preach the gospel. Preach to the masses. The pastor preached about the importance of forgiveness.
Homicide.
The act or instance of killing another person, murder, manslaughter, or other unlawful violent killings.
Examples:
Mass homicide. Serial homicide. The detective was called to investigate a homicide in the city.
Precipitously.
Steeply or abruptly, quickly or suddenly, often referring to a dramatic change or decline.
Examples:
Fall precipitously. The mountain face descends precipitously. The athlete's performance started to decline precipitously after an injury.
Hallway.
An interior passage or corridor onto which rooms open.
Examples:
The head of a hallway. Wax a hallway floor. He dashed down a hallway to a bathroom.
Firework.
A device that produces a colorful display of light and sound when it is ignited.
Examples:
Firework discharge. Grand firework display. The children were excited to see the fireworks show.
Gunfire.
The sound or act of shooting a firearm, the noise created by multiple guns firing at the same time.
Examples:
Lethal gunfire. Burst of gunfire. The journalist heard the sound of gunfire while reporting in a war zone.
Bedtime.
The time at which a person typically goes to bed and prepares to sleep, the period just before bedtime, which may involve routines or activities that are intended to promote relaxation or sleepiness.
Examples:
Bedtime meditation. Regular bedtime. Reading bedtime stories can help children relax and fall asleep faster.
Gurney.
A wheeled stretcher used for transporting patients, particularly in hospitals and emergency settings.
Examples:
Transport gurney. Gurney pushing. The paramedics lifted the injured man onto the gurney and rushed him to the hospital.
Venerate.
To regard with great respect, reverence, or admiration, to honor or hold in high esteem.
Examples:
Venerate ancestors. Venerate the divine. Many people venerate Mahatma Gandhi as a symbol of peace and nonviolence.
Matriarch.
A woman who is the head of a family or social group, a woman who is the founder or dominant member of a group.
Examples:
Ruled by a matriarch. Matriarch figure. The matriarch of the family was known for her wisdom and guidance.
Patriarch.
A man who is the head of a family or tribe, or a man who is revered because of his age, wisdom, or spiritual leadership.
Examples:
Patriarch of Constantinople. Patriarch of a religion. The family patriarch was a respected elder who was always consulted on important decisions.
Cathedral.
The main Christian church of a bishop's diocese, which is often the largest and most important church in the area.
Examples:
Cathedral school. Cathedral choir. The cathedral's stained glass windows depicted scenes from the Bible.
Recreate.
To make something that existed previously happen or appear to exist again.
Examples:
Recreate a single country. Recreate the feeling of the 1920s. She recreated the atmosphere of the pre-war age with her stage setting.
Sag.
To droop or hang down, especially due to a lack of support or the weight of something.
Examples:
Sag my jaw. Sag with fatigue. The old mattress sagged in the middle, making it uncomfortable to sleep on.
Decry.
To speak out strongly against something, often publicly.
Examples:
Decry a policy. Decry the situation. I decry the decision to cut funding for the program.
Sermon.
A speech or lecture given by a religious leader, especially a minister or priest, as part of a worship service.
Examples:
Lengthy sermon. A lay sermon. The preacher delivered a powerful sermon on the importance of forgiveness.
Rev.
A measure of the rate at which an engine or motor rotates, often expressed in revolutions per minute, RPM, verb, to increase the number of rotations per minute. Low rev engine. Rev up the crowd. He stepped on the gas pedal, and the engine released a loud rev.
Careen.
To move swiftly and in an uncontrolled way in a particular direction.
Examples:
Careen in rough seas. Careens downhill. The car careened off the road and crashed into a tree.
Oblivious.
Not aware of something, especially what is happening around you, forgetful.
Examples:
Oblivious of his promise. Oblivious to our response. She was so engrossed in her work that she was oblivious to her surroundings.
Carrion.
The decaying flesh of dead animals, often used to refer to the carcasses that serve as food for scavenging animals.
Examples:
Rotting carrion. Scavenging carrion birds. The vultures were circling above, searching for carrion to feast on.
Gulf.
A large ocean inlet or deep bay that is partially enclosed by land.
Examples:
Gulf War. Gulf Stream. The Gulf of Mexico is a body of water in the southern United States.
Contemplate.
To think about a possible future action, or to think about something for a long time thoughtfully.
Examples:
Contemplate a marriage. Contemplated leaving school. I recently contemplated dropping out of school and getting a full-time job.
Paradox.
A statement, situation, or person that has two opposite facts or features and therefore seems impossible, is difficult to understand, or is strange.
Examples:
French paradox. The paradox of the heap. There are many theories to explain this paradox.
Lockstep.
A way of walking in which people's strides are perfectly synchronized, rigid conformity to a particular plan or set of actions.
Examples:
Follow the rules in lockstep. Work in lockstep. The dancers moved in lockstep, perfectly synchronized with one another.
Cadre.
A group of trained and committed members of an organization or movement.
Examples:
Elite cadre. Cadre of leaders. The cadre of experienced soldiers led the attack.
Anomaly.
Something or someone that deviates from what is expected or normal, often in a way that is difficult to explain or understand.
Examples:
Anomaly detection. Global temperature anomaly. The sudden drop in the stock market was an anomaly that puzzled many investors.
Detriment.
Something that causes harm, injury, or damage.
Examples:
Detriment of society. Bring great detriment. The new approach resulted in a significant detriment to the local economy.
Portray.
To depict or describe someone or something in a painting, film, book, or other artistic work.
Examples:
Portray feelings in words. Accurately portray the condition. We often portray political problems as religious issues.
Dispel.
To remove something, especially a feeling of fear, doubt, and false idea.
Examples:
Dispel a painful feeling. Dispel baseless rumors. This program aims to dispel certain misconceptions about the disease.
Institutionalize.
To establish or make something a part of an institution, equals a place such as a university, hospital, etc.
Examples:
Institutionalize a system. Institutionalize customary laws. The new policy aims to institutionalize the use of renewable energy sources.
Grindstone.
A thick, disc-shaped stone that is used for grinding, sharpening, or polishing metal tools or implements. Verb, to sharpen or polish with a grindstone, to work hard and consistently.
Examples:
Diamond grindstone. Go back to the grindstone. He had to put his nose to the grindstone to meet the deadline for the project.
Ploy.
A strategic maneuver or tactic used to gain an advantage, a cunning plan or scheme.
Examples:
Clever ploy. Marketing ploy. The thief's ploy to distract the security guard worked perfectly.
Underemployed.
Employed in a job that does not fully utilize one's skills, education, or experience. Employed in a job that is below one's qualifications or aspirations.
Examples:
Underemployed population. Underemployed graduates. The underemployed worker was grateful for any job opportunities that came their way.
Duffel.
A large cylindrical bag, usually made of cloth or canvas, used for carrying personal belongings, especially during travel or sports activities.
Examples:
Canvas duffel. Waterproof duffel. He packed all his clothes and gear into his duffel bag for the camping trip.